Hello, students. Welcome back. Today we will discuss a very important topic from the fifth semester syllabus, Paper 5, Taxonomy and Economic Botany. The topic for today's discussion is botanical gardens and their importance. Now, before we delve into today's topic, let's first quickly browse through the topics that we had studied previously. Before going into the detailed topics for today's course, we should thoroughly know what are the scopes of taxonomy, the significance of study of plant diversity, the need for conservation of plant species, tools required in taxonomic studies, herbarium techniques, and floras along with their significance. What is the objective of this topic? Why do we need to study this topic? It, it is expected to create awareness about the importance of botanical gardens in the study of plant systematics. The outcome of learning this particular topic are to make you people familiar with the state, national, and international botanical gardens, their role in ex situ conservation of species diversity. Every learning should have an outcome, isn't it? What is the outcome of learning? This is the major outcome. Rather, it is expected to be the most important outcome that you will learn about the entire importance about botanical gardens in conservation of our biodiversity. And then you are expected to learn the significance of gardens as a place for study of plant diversity. So let's come to botanical gardens. The first botanical garden on scientific lines was established in Pisa in Italy, in Europe, in the year 1943 by Lalbagh. Now, let's define a botanical garden. It can be defined as a garden for the exhibition and scientific study of collected growing plants, usually in association with greenhouses, herbariums, and laboratories. So, it can precisely be said that it's a collection or a preservation hub of plant species from where we can learn something. Now, what are we going to learn? This is the topic of our discussion. Other than this, what does it do? It houses plants from various geographical regions of special interest. Now, going to all places and find the plants available in all seasons at one point of time is not possible. So, if we collect these plants at one place and then study them, it becomes easier for students or researchers to study better. A big botanical garden possesses plant species from several corners of the globe. Arboreta, what is that? Botanical garden that specialize in trees. That means woody trees. Mainly we focus on woody trees here. Next we'll come to what is botanical garden. This term including botanical garden includes greenhouses, a library, a herbarium, research laboratories, resources such as photographs, paintings, illustrations, reprints, notebooks, and specimens of several types. You know what are greenhouses? What are they? A greenhouse is a structure with walls and roofs made chiefly of transparent materials such as glass, in which plants requiring regulated climatic conditions are grown. These structures may range in size from small sheds to industrial sized buildings. A miniature greenhouse is also known as cold frame. Then we have a library. It is a storehouse of all informations. We should have a herbarium and, of course, indispensable research laboratories. Without this, nothing can be taken forward, no ideas can be worked on. And finally, what do we have? We have resources such as photographs, paintings, illustrations, reprints, notebooks, and specimens of several types. These are the chief ingredients that help us study taxonomy in detail. A botanical garden should not be mistaken or should not be casually called a place of entertainment or just a mere garden. It is a complete institution of plants. So, botanical gardens are botanical institutions. It is of great value to the botanists, horticulturalists, foresters, but also to millions of tourists. Why is it important for millions of tourists? It is because these botanical gardens, apart from imparting great knowledge, it also increases the aesthetic beauty of a place. And when a location or spot is increasing the aesthetic beauty of a particular place, it will attract a lot of tourists. And indirectly, what is it about to do? If it is attracting millions of tourists to it, it will in turn improve the economic condition of the nation. Now, coming to the role of botanical gardens. The first and foremost important point is taxonomic studies. This is the most important tool that aids taxonomic studies. Okay, it provides valuable information on various plant, local flora, bonsai, rare plant species, etc. It means what? These botanical gardens play a very important role in taxonomic studies of different category or different varieties of plants like the local flora, the bonsai type of plants, and rare plants also. It acts as an outdoor laboratory for students and researchers. Why do we call it an outdoor laboratory? This is because the working only inside a laboratory on cellular basis is that comes later. First, we fetch things from outside, then only we will take it to those cellular levels which we. So these botanic gardens serve as outdoor laboratories for students and researchers. Next, it supply Wide range of plant species, seeds, flowers, fruits for botanical research purposes. Next, coming to educational roles. They supply facilities for courses in local flora, horticulture, hybridization, plant propagation, and many more. Their educational programs include workshops, training sessions for teachers as well as students. These training sessions can also be undertaken by researchers as well as forest departments or the specialists in those particular area. Coming next to public services. They help in identifying the local and exotic species. This is very important, identification of the local as well as the exotic plants is extremely important. Then it provides instructions for home gardening, propagation of plants, supply of plant resources through marketing. That means through sale or exchange. Then comes aesthetics and recreation. They attract people who have made gardening their hobby. So, this gives altogether a new dimension of interest. Okay, they attract people and diverge their hobby into a green technology. That means what? In a way, indirectly, it is helping in conserving nature. Then it gives employment. These works, when converted into job opportunities, they create a way, an arena for making money. That means what? They create job opportunities for large number of young botanists. Then we come to conservation. They conserve and propagate rare species and genetic diversity. So this is our primary or global aim, you can say, preservation of genetic diversity and conservation of nature. To conserve nature, what do we need to do? We need to conserve and propagate the existing species. Then only in the near future we will have something to study on. Or else, if we are not conscious about conservation and propagation, nothing will remain for us to study. This conservation strategy includes ex situ conservation and in situ conservation. Now let's come to some general knowledge aspect about botanic gardens. Total number of botanical gardens recorded in India is 122. Approximate number of living plant successions recorded is, please note these numbers carefully. Approximate number of taxa in these collections are 15,000 to 20,000. Estimated percentage of pre-convention on biological diversity, that is CBD collections, is 90%. Then coming to the famous botanical gardens in India. First, to start with, we have Indian Botanical Garden, which is located in West Bengal, Shibpur, Howrah. Then we'll come to National Botanic Garden, Lucknow, Lalbagh or the Mysore State Botanical Garden, that's there in Bangalore. Then coming to Botanical Garden of Forest Research Institute, Dehradun, Lloyd Botanic Garden, Darjeeling, Government Botanical Gardens, Ooty, Pellicula arboretum, that's there in Mangalore. So these are very famous in botanical gardens in India. Let's take a deeper look into some of our very famous botanical gardens. By seeing the picture itself, you can understand this is the photograph taken in Lalbagh Botanical Garden. It was commissioned by Hyder Ali in 1760 and was completed by his brave son Tipu Sultan. It covers an area of 240 acres and is located in the southern end of Bangalore. Aesthetically, it's designed to serve a pleasure to the eye. It has got lawns, flower beds, lotus pools, and fountains to add to its beauty. It nearly hosts or houses 1,854 species of plants, and Lalbagh rocks dates back to 3,000 million years. Next, coming to Acharya Jagdish Chandra Bose Indian Botanic Garden, located in Kolkata. It is located in Shibpur, Howrah district there. It was previously known as Indian Botanic Garden or commonly known as Calcutta Botanical Garden. It was founded during the British reign by Colonel Robert Kidd, the army officer of East India Company. 12,000 perennial plants, including rare varieties of orchids, palms, bougainvillea, bamboos, cacti, and pine trees, are present there. 1,400 exotic species are also found there. The most attractive point in that botanical garden is the big banyan tree or the great banyan tree. Next, we'll come to some international points. Botanic Garden or Royal Botanic Garden, Kew, that's in England. Next, the Brooklyn Botanic Garden is in New York City, USA. Singapore Botanic Garden, that's there in Singapore. From the name itself, you can understand. Then Royal Botanic Gardens. Moving on to Royal Botanic Gardens in Australia, Sydney. Denver Botanic Gardens in Colorado, USA. Then Christenbosch National Botanic Garden, Cape Town, South Africa. Montreal Botanical Garden in Canada, and Nong Notch Tropical Botanical Garden in Thailand. Among these, the largest one in the world is the Botanic Garden Kew, England. And in India, the largest is our Shibpur Botanic Garden or Indian Botanic Garden. Please note these two names, the largest one in Asia, in India and the largest one in the world. This is the largest botanic garden in the world, the Royal Botanic Garden, Kew, in England. It was founded by Princess Augusta in 1759. It expands over an area of 330-acre garden just 30 minutes from London. It is the largest living collection of plants and fungi and includes over 27,000 taxa of living plants, 8.3 million plant and fungal herbarium specimens, and over 40,000 species in the seed bank. It's a temperate house which contains over 10,000 plants from temperate regions, some of which are rare and endangered. So you can understand that it is Not only, apart from, attracting tourists and increasing aesthetic beauty, it is a rich laboratory for botanists which hosts huge number of tropical plants, rare plants, so many varieties of seeds, fungi, and so many more. The Arboretum has got what 2,000 specimens from around the world. It's recognized as a global center of excellence for the study of plants and fungi, and it's inscribed in the World Heritage List in the year 2003. So look at this picturesque beauty of Nong Notch Tropical Botanic Garden in Thailand. This tropical botanical garden in Thailand is an attraction to botanists as well as for the tourists. Coming to the Brooklyn Botanic Garden in New York, USA. Then we have the Royal Botanic Garden Q and the Jardim Botanico Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. So, in a nutshell, what did we learn? We have learned about what are botanical gardens, what are the roles of these botanical gardens, the list of botanical gardens in India, the list of botanical gardens in the state of Karnataka, and botanical gardens in the world. All right. So, this is one very important multiple choice question for you. Please try to answer this without looking into the given answer. So, these are the various references used. If you have any doubt, any confusion anywhere, please feel free to get back in the comment section. Thank you so much for your kind attention.